surprised that Dr. Umar talking like that. I would think he would want the wife before the baby. The way he talking, the way he say how he say the
You would think,
black
right?
community needs to come together and do better and stuff like that. So I'm really surprised to hear Dr. Umar say. I need to watch the whole thing because I feel like we might be missing something. I just can't hear him saying something like that.
The problem with Umar is that he acts earlier than thou. He will go around tell black men and black women how to move when he's literally bottom of the barrel when it comes to relationships. He is the quintessential Pookie. Got the genetic lottery because he's tall as fuck, and then got the money and the clout. He's a good orator, so he's going to bamboozle you out of your pennies, and he's not going to cuff you because he doesn't have to. He's the premium version of a Pookie.
I never heard a man call another man Pookie. I thought that was something that women say. You calling another man Pookie? You giving homo right now.
You too, what's good? What's hood, man? It's your boy VirX. Bumming at you with a brand new video. Hey man, today we got a banger, man. Today we got Anton Daniels back on the channel, man. The last Anton Daniels vid I did, it had Ali in it. And he told me check out his brother Fatty, Team Fatty. So I looked him up and I seen the Anton Daniels. I said, okay, this gotta be the one. It says, have you dealt with a Pookie? Team Fatty grills woman on dealing with the wrong men. You know what I'm saying? We all know these females always deal with the wrong men and they don't ever take accountability, dog. I got a lot of vids up here as y'all see, so we finna get the reacting, but this right now, we finna get into this one. Before we get into the video though, man, if y'all like that intro that played at the beginning, be sure to like the video, because if you like the intro, you're gonna like the video. Comment you got something to say about the video or me. Subscribe if you're new and forward the content, man. Without further ado, look at less scrumptious. Let's get into it, man.
That's weird to me. All right, but here's my question.
Yeah,
and he did it twice.
Aside from that, we already know that is what it is.
Yeah, it says at the bottom, it says Umar Johnson doesn't want to marry his baby mothers, but want 2 wives. Yeah, he got 2 baby mamas.
Here's my question. Aside from that, do y'all think that some men need 2 wives, or do y'all think that it's culture for men to get 2 wives?
We don't need it.
No,
they can handle 2 wives.
A lot of men can't even afford 2 wives.
They don't need 2 wives. They need one wife and get out of jail card once a year. That's exactly what they need.
titles already.
I can fuck with it.
It works for some men.
I can fuck with it.
One coochie, because you have a secretary, you can have a maid. So if you want 3-4 wives, you just want 3-4 different boxes. I think that's all that is.
Yeah.
Men like variety.
For sure.
I guess it worked for some men. Don't they do it a lot in the Middle East? You know, those guys be having multiple wives and stuff, and in Africa, some parts of Africa they do it. So it worked for some men and it worked for some women. There's women out here that don't mind, you know, being in a relationship like that. Some women look for it. I actually know a few myself, but you know, if it works for them, I guess
it doesn't want to responsibility. Dr. Umar Johnson.
Wait a minute, Fatty. Damn.
Sorry, I apologize. I was too excited.
If you can financially support it, and
Fatty got the huzz laughing. Okay.
You know, be there. Then I mean, if y'all not hurting for nothing and the house is taken care of and the women are protected and it works for y'all, then I guess I don't see the problem with it. It ain't for me, but
Dr. Umar Johnson is most men. They want to get enough coochie, but they don't want to be responsible for it. That's why he didn't cuff none of his baby mamas. That's why he's talking like he's talking about their school, but he doesn't get married nobody. He is an asshole just like us. We want to go ahead and do whatever we need to do without the responsibility of taking care of. So when Ava actually talks about the Middle East, she's right, but those people actually value taking care of women. He's just a Pookie with school money. That's literally what he is. He's trying to get this.
But hold on though. The difference with the Middle Eastern women as well is that the women take care of themselves. You feel me? Most times they be virgins. You feel me? So it's different. The women caliber over there is different. So you know what I'm saying? Everything different. The men respect themselves. The women respect themselves. You know what I'm saying?
How do we know he's not able to take care of his the multiple wives that he want? How we
He
know
would.
that? How do we know he?
Cause he would. If
How
he
do we
could,
know
he would.
Speak louder
he's
than words. If you wanted to take care of them, they already would.
Facts.
What stops
but how do you
Dr.
know?
Umar Johnson for cuffing his two baby mamas?
I don't know. I didn't I want to know myself, but I want to. That's why I asked Anton, like, why did he say that? So I would like to hear the explanation.
Well, he went on to
myself, but,
explain later. I don't think we got the clip right now, but he went on to explain it a little bit more in depth.
He said, I saw the
I would
video.
love to hear what he said.
Wanted to experience who they were first. I watched the video at work. I was disgusted. And a lot of people have the view of like, well, wouldn't you as Dr. Umar Johnson know that if you're going to impregnate not one but two women, that you want them to be your concubines? Because that's what they'll be at that point, if I'm not mistaken. So why would you turn around and say, well, let me check your wifely qualifications and prerequisites, even though I already made you my baby mama? And they're like, nigga, I already did the top-notch job and gave birth to your seed. Where my ring at? So now you're talking about, well, you know, if you had just let me shack up with you, you know, and get what I want out of you, and then come up with an excuse why I could marry you, I would have married you. Because now he's saying that by both his baby moms. So it's just a bunch of malarkey.
Nah, he gonna say whatever he want to say. At the end of the day, you gotta understand actions matter over words. If I'm able to fuck you, and it's easy, you not becoming my wife. Like, I'm gonna be real. The females who deserve the right roles be the females who only got 1-2 bodies, dog. I'm gonna be 100% real with you. It's not the hoes. It's not the females running the streets. It's not the females who's combative with you that's gonna talk back at you. It's the females who gonna listen to you right or wrong. Straight up.
He said selfishly. That was. He said selfishly.
And they were not respectful. He said they weren't respectful.
Yes.
Like,
obviously.
didn't they give you the ultimate respect and give you your damn children too?
And you know what's funny, Miss Daniels?
They don't work like that. That's not ultimate respect. Females out here pooping out babies left and right, dog.
He literally proved the conversation that we were having 10 minutes ago. He values way more his seed than he values the woman that put their seed out there. He doesn't care about those women. He cares about the kids.
The women don't care about themselves, though, bro. They don't care about themselves, because if they cared about themselves, they wouldn't have got knocked up by a dude who obviously didn't care about them. And not only that, but he ain't show no kind of initiative that he really wanted to be with them. And they the ones that's laying down, opening legs and letting the nigga nut in them. Like, that's different. Like, these women not respecting themselves. That's the difference. The Middle Eastern women, they not going through this shit. They not becoming baby mamas for a reason. Because they getting that ring before they even think about a baby.
Like, he is most men. He will care a lot about those kids, but if they don't do what they want or they look at him funny, they don't value him at all. Those women are nothing for him.
And then they leave the kids with them. They don't ever say, oh, well, because I have this sentiment. The children don't belong to the mama. They belong to the daddy, because the children weren't there till you put them there. So if you leave me, take these little niggas.
Yeah. The children went,
with you.
fuck it, bro.
But they don't. They go right there with the damn mamas. So why? Because it's hard to pull more pussy with a baby on your hip. So that's all I'm going to say on that.
It ain't hard if you got a daughter. You really pull more if you got a daughter with you, on God.
Surprised that Dr. Umar talking like that. I would think he would want the wife before the baby. The way he talking, the way he say how he say the black community needs to come together and do better and stuff like that. So I'm really surprised to hear Dr. Umar say. I need to watch the whole thing, because I feel like we might be missing something. I just can't hear him saying something like that.
Why she thinking she missing something? Bro, you gotta understand, people gonna show what they want you to see. Most things people show, especially on the internet, is not who they really are as a person. Understand that. I knew Umar Johnson was capping about what he was saying when he stayed bringing up white females and snow bunny shit and interracial relationships. Like, bro, that shit shouldn't bother you, because you not the one dating interracially. So if you not dating interracially, why would it bother you? You know what I'm saying?
Be bunny hopping, because now everything.
I was literally just saying that. I said, I feel like Dr. Umar is gonna come out with a white girl. Like, I was
he ain't gonna do that. He ain't gonna do that.
About it. Like,
oh no, Fatty, I just noticed something, dog. You got the hat on, Just like Shawty right here. What she was trying to do? Dude.
The way he talks about bunny hopping and snow bunnies so much, I'm like, he has some sort of fascination with this. Like, I'm sure that he's going to test the waters and end up doing that.
He probably gonna test. No, he probably already been the tester. He probably be crushing the fuck out of white hoe. He probably shacked up with a white hoe for real. Like, we don't know this. We don't know his personal life.
Most racist black men like white girls.
Yeah.
That's facts. Whoever said that, that's
a
facts.
white girl when he was in school, so I think he tested the waters
Y'all
already.
think for 1 second that he about to mess up his bag.
Right, he's not about to do that.
Yeah, he ain't popping out though.
He just has a good method of hiding it. Like maybe not snow bunnies, but they definitely non-black.
You can't hide. You listen.
Nah, he gotta get
one
with a
thing
black
that we
woman.
learned about women is that in an opportunistic situation, they will throw you under the bus.
Right.
He's a 6'4" Pookie with money.
Yeah.
You would rather lick Sukiana asshole than actually touch a white woman because the money is going to go with it. Like
He's not about to mess up his
That's
bag.
facts, though. That
as well.
money
it's
gonna be
about the
gone.
money. And that's like, and I don't know why you guys are surprised when this motherfucker does this lie. He's a liar. Like he's
I
literally a
was
liar.
surprised because I remember he used to mess with that stripper. Remember that stripper that exposed him? Do y'all
Ugh. The fuck is wrong? What the hell happened here?
remember? This was years ago.
No.
Yeah,
I gotta timestamp
he
that.
had messed with this stripper years ago, and she had released text messages about, I guess, their rendezvous or something like that.
Wait. What color was she? What color is the?
Oh, she was black. She was a black stripper. Yeah, she was a black girl.
In public, like she literally has.
But he was really upset because he was like, it was going to mess up what he had going to raise money from the school.
And why was he messing with her
He was,
then?
Dealing with this.
Why he spending the school money on strippers?
I don't think he was on the school money, but that was his beef about it. He was
Like,
mad.
why he messing with her then?
I don't. As much as I don't.
Right, the
necessarily
conscious
care-
stripper. That's right.
Let me see what
Chad,
Anton gonna say,
yeah.
fool.
As much as I don't necessarily care about Umar Johnson, I don't believe these hoes. I don't.
Yeah.
Because any woman that's willing to come on the internet and release a bunch of text messages, I gotta look at them with the side eye.
He did admit to it because he was a single man. He was upset. He felt like, this could come in the way of him raising the money for the school. He didn't deny anything. And again, he
didn't deny what?
Dealing with the stripper.
Yeah, I mean, but I don't. Well, like I said, I don't by default believe everything that these chicks say. Even if it's Dr. Umar Johnson, I gotta.
They could be lying.
Just wait and see how things play out. But I don't know nothing about that, so I can't really speak on it.
The problem with Umar is that he acts earlier than thou. He will go around tell black men and black women how to move when he's literally bottom of the barrel when it comes to relationships. He is the quintessential Pookie. Got the genetic lottery because he's tall as fuck, and then got the money and the clout. He's a good orator, so he's going to bamboozle you out of your pennies, and he's not going to cuff you because he doesn't have to. Like, he's the Pookie.
I mean, regardless of
he's the premium version of a Pookie. Just because he actually can afford it doesn't mean that he's not the Pookie. He's just premium.
No, that's facts though. Hey, that's facts though. But the same thing is the reason and the fact that most of the people who speak for the black community don't really want well for the black community. They only talk about the black community because they know the black community could back them and they can make more money off doing that. Just like the dudes who be simping for the women, who be telling women, hey, you right, you don't gotta change nothing, shit like that. Like, what's his name? Yaki Awakening. Like him. Like, most of these dudes, bro, they gonna say whatever the fuck they can say to make money online, but they go home and be a whole different dude. That's how it be. Charleston White. Bro, every person that's famous in the black community that has a black fan base, I promise you, they putting on an image in front of the cameras just for money. And in real life, they not that way. I'm telling you. You can't check their background and see that they really about what they about. I'm gonna just be real. And I'm talking about the big guys. I'm not talking about like Anton Daniels level, like everybody on this platform level. I'm talking about like the big guys that making the big money on. Them boys got images and they trying to protect them. Trust.
I agree with Fatty.
What is a Pookie? Wait. What is a Pookie?
A Pookie is a broke ass nigga.
It's I was going to
we got differences of opinion.
I was going to say something about other content creators. They love you.
I got a brother named Pookie, so I can tell you exactly.
Oh yeah, Jay. Yeah.
No, not Dope.
What's a Pookie? What's a Pookie?
I can tell you what Pookie is.
What's the baby daddy that been Jay? What's his name? Fatty. What's his name?
What is a Pookie?
I have no idea what you're talking about, Q. I am
What, from last week?
No, the Pookie. No.
I have no idea, but like a woman, not woman. Sorry, that was my
say it.
lady.
Chill out, fool. He was gonna say, "Women, listen." Hey, he finna call them women is crazy.
Have you ever dealt with a
woman?
Pookie is a charming leech.
Oh, you
That's
heard what he said?
Have you ever dealt with the Pookie before?
Yes, we've had the Pookie on.
Yes.
What's his name?
Every single one of them
Anton.
have. Every single one of
I
them.
literally talked to
The
probably
Pookie that been
thousands of
arrested.
people on the internet. I have
No, he used to be on dang, what's the other show you
Man,
had?
what the
late at
hell is
night?
Q
The Pookie
talking
that been
about?
arrested more times than his age. The one that married the chick that he found on here. What's the name, Chad? I know y'all know it.
What's the name? I don't know.
Is it the one that donates all the time?
No,
Pookie's
he
friend?
broke. He definitely not donated. He don't belong.
She's trying to be messy.
Jay Prince.
Ignore it. I know she's trying to be messy. Ignore it.
I'm not
You are
getting involved
crazy.
in that. I'm
I
not.
God damn
do
it.
not remember.
That's a
I'm not
respectful
getting
man.
involved. I don't know nothing about that.
Yeah,
I don't know nothing about it too. That's a respectful
I
man.
remember, y'all.
But
I
it's
don't
kind
know
of like
He
nothing about
married
that.
somebody off
Jay
the
Prince.
panel. That's
not
insane.
People Pookie too, but Jay Prince.
no, he's not.
I don't know nothing about that. I can't-
Everybody, I'll tell you right now, every female that's ever on this panel is not marriage material. I'll tell you that right now.
Confused that woman all of a sudden. Like, do y'all know what the Pookie is? Have you guys ever dealt with the Pookie?
Yes.
They all dealt with a
How
Pookie,
it
bro.
was, Miss Daniels.
No, you
I
asked two
never heard of
questions. I'm answering you. Hold on.
Okay, it's fine. I was being funny. You don't have to answer.
I'm answering the first question. I know what a Pookie is. I ain't answering the second one.
We know you
But
mess
it's
with
a
her.
charming leech. That's my opinion. A charming leech is a Pookie.
I never heard a man call another man Pookie. I thought that was something that women say. It was just
There's also a
weird to hear
nickname.
you
Doesn't matter.
to keep hearing you call another man a Pookie and like you keep repeating it constantly. Like that's something.
You want me to call him a bum? You want me to call him a bum, homeless, homosexual? Like what do you want me to
Well,
call
she
him?
can. I ain't never seen somebody get defensive about men. That's crazy. Wait, so she believe in to protect the man, protect the bum man. She must know one that's very close to her, very close to her heart, cause she getting defensive.
Like
Jesus.
That's just something that women. That's just something that women say. I don't know why you men pick up woman lingo and then want us to still see.
I hate
you
when
as a
people say
man.
that. Like, bitch, we created that word. Stop playing. We created that Pookie word. You didn't create it. Women did not create no fucking words. Y'all didn't create barely shit. Come on. Men created the fucking vocabulary that you speaking right now. He created the language that you speaking about right now. Nothing y'all could bring up or say or anything like that has to do with y'all creating it. Stop claiming it. You didn't create it.
An hour ago, and now she's defending the Pookie. I don't get it.
You're pushing it. He's the Pookie.
Listen to her.
He's the Pookie. And Anton asked you. You said it so much.
Why are you defending Pookies, Ava? Why are you so invested?
She's super invested.
Grandma.
Listen, she's not even answering your question. This is how you know when the female mad.
Listen, I don't care about that. That's the female's lingo.
I'm asking, why do you always defend people
Y'all did
that
not
shouldn't be
create that.
defended?
Are you a female or are you a man? Because
It's crazy the fact that she's saying she was backing Umar. She was defending Umar, first of all. But it's crazy that she's saying what she's saying about a man using Pookie when that's Umar's favorite word to use. Pookie and Ray Rays. Am I wrong or am I right? Because that's Umar Johnson's favorite word to use. Pookies, Ray Rays. But you was just defending Umar Johnson. So but when Umar Johnson said it ain't no problem, right? But when Fatty said, oh, it's a problem, it should be funny.
because you calling another man Pookie. You giving homo right now.
What?
Why you keep calling that man Pookie? He's the Pookie. He's the Pookie. He's the Pookie.
Umar Johnson does it.
I'm thinking of Pookie Loke.
The dude you was just defending was saying it.
Pookie Loke.
That's crazy.
The dude you defending says that.
Pookie like damn, then we fucking got it.
off of that topic, Anton, would you say it takes a long time to get a woman custom fit to how you would like her to actually be wife material?
Don't change a woman, nigga. What you talking about?
Oh,
Hey, he wasn't talking the whole time. I'm glad he didn't, because this is what he came to say. Don't change women, bro. Let them be what they're gonna be. The right woman gonna come to you. Let the women choose, bro. Don't ever chase no woman. You chasing women that don't want you. That's dumb. You wasting time and energy. Let the woman come to you. She has to be good for you.
To train her up?
Yeah, to actually have multiple wives. Wouldn't that take too long?
Tripping.
I think most women can be trained up. I just don't think that most women are worth the effort to train them.
And even so, doesn't it take like years? Wouldn't you say?
No, I would say that training a woman
It should
is
be
a
already there. It should be already there, bro.
lifetime job. It's not something that you.
You saying
I'm talking
to be in the relationships with a man with 2 wives, they need to be trained.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think that every woman needs to be trained, regardless of whether or not.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Regardless of whether or not she's gonna be a second wife or if she's
It's the
gonna
same
be
thing.
just a wife.
Me personally, I ain't training shit. You coming prepared or you not? You not getting married. It's simple.
I think that all women have to be.
Wait a minute. Do you mean train or guide? Because train and guide are 2 different things. Do you mean
No, it's the same
guide
thing.
women or train?
No, I said what I meant.
What's the difference between training a woman and guiding her?
Like the
Well,
dog.
you introduced.
How she gonna say it's a difference and ask what's the difference? Nigga, she just said it's a difference between trained and guided, right? What's the difference between trained and guided?
And guide are 2 different things. Do you mean train or guide? Because train and guide are 2 different things. Do you mean guide women or train?
No, I said what I meant.
What's the difference between training a woman and guiding her?
Like the dog.
You introduced the word guide. I never said guide. I said train.
But that's why I'm just making sure you didn't mean because the whole point is to put a woman in the direction that you want her to go that's most beneficial to yourself and her, right?
No, it's to put a woman in a position that's the most beneficial to her because she is the beneficiary of my greatness.
So that's guiding her where she needs to go.
No, it's training her. It's training her.
What's the difference?
Okay, so I'll give you an example. You are an extension of me of when you go out. So I don't need to guide you on what to do. You need to be trained on how to be a wife. You need to be trained on how to move in a room when we going in the room with executives. You need to be trained on how to, you know what I'm saying, address certain people or when it's kosher to move a certain way or to do certain things or how to operate when we in the public and things like that. You really are being trained continuously because you don't know what you don't know. When I meet you, you're not in that space. I'm not in that space. And as I learn and as I evolve, you have to continuously grow. And so either you growing with me or we're growing in 2 different directions. And so I got to continuously train you. When you on your job, right, you have to continuously pick up new skills or else you're going to be outdated. You have to get new certifications. You have to take new training. Even if you're just a basic employee, most times they make you go through training every single year. You need to do training on sexual harassment. You need to do training when it comes to, diversity, equity, and inclusion, depending on whatever the company you is. You have to be trained according to where the company is going, and they have to make sure that you're still a cultural fit. So if you got to get trained in every other aspect of your life, including where you work at or how you operate within society or the culture, what makes you think that you shouldn't be trained when it comes to the person that you sleep next to, which is probably the most important decision in your life?
I get it. When I say dog, I don't mean that that's what you're saying. But when I hear train, I think about dog because
you got to take your emotions out of it.
Well, that was just like what we were saying with the whole, not to bring it back up, but the whole Travis Hunter thing. Like his girl needs to be trained on how to act.
So that's
the point. Why I replace the word train with guide.
Hold on. But you still need to identify the best person for the job.
Well, yeah, obviously.
So just because you training them according to whatever your corporate standards
Niggas
are, don't
tripping.
necessarily mean that they.
I ain't trying to no beef, fool. I'll tell you that right now.
So you still got to vet effectively, and that's why I say some
Like,
people,
nigga, this shit common
I think that
sense.
everybody
Everything
could
he
eventually-
explained that he said he got to train to a woman, everything that he just explained that he got to train to a woman is shit that she can find out on her own, that she should be able to find out on her own with fucking common sense. Like, bro, what? You want... So Anton Daniels is telling me and telling us right now that he trains his woman. That's crazy work. That's crazy work, bro. That's crazy. That's
So you
crazy
train,
as
but
shit.
you gotta make an assessment of whether or not it's worth it to deal with that person in the first place. It's not always worth it to deal with them.
They just don't like the wording, right? A woman that needs guidance is a woman that is already there. She just needs you to push her to the right direction.
That's what
Most of y'all women need training. You have no idea what the hell you're doing. Like, I actually agree with the word. I agree. If you are already up there as a woman and you know what to do and how to treat your man and how to move, I agree. You need guidance, but most of y'all need boot.
I'll give you an example. I know a lot of y'all think that y'all know what y'all doing in the bedroom, but you don't.
Damn, trash.
No, that's the honest to God truth.
Trash.
And more importantly, let me give you a little bit more insight.
I mean, they Anton Daniels, they experienced. Now, don't insult these women like this, because they definitely experienced. They done probably had at least 10, 15, 20 bodies. Fucked at least 500 times. Be realistic, dog. Be realistic.
What makes
Let's see what it say, though.
For the man that you think that you want is different for the man that you get. So he got to train you differently.
Damn.
I mean, honest to God, I'm being for real. A lot of y'all, the problem with a lot of women, especially black women, is that they already think they know what they're doing and they don't.
Ooh-wee.
Honestly, no, that's the honest to God truth. They don't. But the problem with women, let me help y'all to understand something. What makes y'all great is y'all femininity, but what makes femininity great is humility. It's to understand or to go into it understanding that you don't know what you don't know. So when you then get into a situation, let's say a marriage, for example, when you go into it open-minded, looking to be educated or looking to be trained, then you have the best outcome.
Bars.
Because you bringing into it what you think you know is only gonna make things more difficult, because then we gotta undo all of that bullshit that you thought that you knew, so that we can put you in a position to be a wife. Because
That's
being
valid.
a wife is more than just cooking, and
That's
that's
valid.
the thing that they don't tell you.
Yeah,
it's
that's
more
valid.
than just
That's valid
some
right there.
sex. We can get that from anywhere. We ain't tripping off that. But it's really making you the best version of yourself, which ultimately puts you in your best situation so that you can be a great wife. And the greatest women, usually the happiest women, are happy to serve. But if they don't have that mentality, and if they don't humble themselves to put themselves in a position to be in that, then they never gonna become a great wife.
So a hoe can become a housewife, basically.
No.
Absolutely not.
Well, you said they could be trained. But then Fatty said
You
if
can
they
train
already
them.
have those values and those sentiments, all they need is the push of the guidance, because they've already made it there.
Yeah, but there are certain criteria that you always got to meet. Like, I'll give you another example. You say a hoe can be a housewife. Is a housewife always going to be faithful?
A housewife?
Yeah.
I don't know.
She should.
I can't say.
You don't think a wife should be faithful? You don't think a wife should be faithful?
Oh, you said should. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. It doesn't matter if you're a housewife or a working wife. A wife should be faithful. Absolutely.
So if she a hoe, if she for the streets, her inherent nature is not to be faithful, in my opinion.
Yes.
Well, I thought the action of going against the marriage is going against the union, in which you already have to be in the marriage to go against it. So if you're presented with that type of institution, you know the seriousness on what it means to value that and respect it. So if you're, but I get what you all are saying. It's kind of like once a hoe, always a hoe. You can't take the hoe out of it.
Anton said teaching, not resurrecting. Like she's dead. You're not, we shouldn't bring her from the dead.
I think that the problem with a lot of women is that you think you're your own person and you're not.
Yes.
When you get into a relationship or a marriage, you're not.
And you know what's terrible, Anton? Even hoes, most of them are trash in bed. Just because you fuck a lot doesn't mean they're actually good at what you do.
I agree.
That's valid.
Just because I came doesn't mean you make me come. Straight up. So
Can I say something?
all should be for recreational use only. Absolutely.
I saw a movie on that. Someone said that, I can't remember what movie it was, that a hoe don't need to do no tricks because that's what they're there for. For you to just, get your pleasure, I guess, and move on. So I guess that makes sense.
I think that the problem with women, and one of the reasons why you can't make a hoe into a housewife, is because she's too busy trying to be a hoe in a marriage instead of trying to figure out what it takes to be a housewife. You can't unsee what she saw. You know what I mean? So that's why it's easier to deal with a woman, and a woman that's untainted. The problem with these conversations, and even going back to Travis Hunter, and this is just my opinion, is that when I asked y'all a question and I asked y'all, okay, well, what should he be looking for? I think that the fact that most people understand that everybody is tainted or everybody is already defiled and stuff means that he'll never truly find the wife that he needs. Because overwhelmingly, most women have already been with somebody else. So it would be hard for him to find somebody that's best for him.
I mean, if men did.
You think so? Do you really think that? It's Travis Hunter we speaking about. Everybody in America know him. Most people in the world know him. You think that he can't find a virgin, 20-plus-year-old woman that's ready for a dude like him? I don't know, man. I definitely think it's way easier than how you trying to put it, dog. For him, at least. Like for us, it's gonna be hard. But like for a dude like Travis Hunter in a position that he in, he could leave the girl he with right now and within a week find some virgin fine shit easily.
Marry the first woman they cracked. I believe you said you did that.
If women married the first man that cracked them. That's the question. That's the real thing.
Damn.
Well, men wouldn't have to worry about that.
Because you got to remember, there is a difference. Every woman is not meant to be a wife.
True.
Some women are just out there. And the problem today is that we keep.
I don't know why they shaking their head, because it's like he low key talking about y'all. Like, why is y'all nodding out here? Like, he talking about y'all.
Keep on trying to confuse the two. We keep trying to turn hoes into housewives, and you keep trying to figure out how we can turn out a wife, a chick that's supposed to be a wife. You got to be able to separate the two. If you can't identify the difference between the two, you'll never find a person that you're supposed to be with.
Well, I think that
Travis is supposed to just be with a bunch of hoes. He not that type of dude. You need to find a good girl.
Virginity is a virtue on woman, not on men. That's why when you call a woman a virgin, she is actually put on a pedestal. When you call a man virgin, is an insult to his manhood. So you all need to be virgins, not men. Because as soon as you get mad at a man, you are a virgin. You get no hoes. You know exactly why.
Well,
some places the men are virgins too.
Yeah, wait, what?
Some cultures the men are virgins. Just not. It's not practiced.
Can you name those places?
Here, because we have extreme feminism and a whole sexual revolution that has.
Can you name those places?
The 60s, but you do have some cultures where they don't. They both have to not. They have to be with each other.
Can you name those places?
It even happens here in America.
There's no time in the history of mankind where man was actually disciplined with their Johnson. They're literally, hookers are the oldest profession in the planet. And every time man goes to war,
arranged marriages.
Hookers on the back. Men will
arranged marriages for females. Yeah. That's why I said name the place. Bro, I need to go on this shit, but I don't want to, but I need to because, bro, these females be saying some crazy shit. How the fuck you gonna bring up that there is some places where men has to be virgins when you can't even name the place or the culture or anything that they do that at? Because most men already are experienced, even with the arranged marriages, bro. The women be 16, 15, 18, however old they is. The men be 20 plus. They done hit a couple. No question. Like Fatty saying, bro, prostitution has been around long as mankind has.
Men never were disciplined when it comes to actually sex.
Ever.
They only started to be disciplined when it comes to sex when religion started to actually pull up. For 100,000 years, men were fucking everything that was in front
But
of
why is that though? You have to have a society running efficiently.
So, Melly, don't you see these women flocking to these Nick Cannons, Cam Newtons, and all that? They used to do that with kings. They used to do that with the royalty. They used to do that with men of means.
But we're acting like boys aren't virgins and get married.
Why
act like
is
they're
that
not,
lot?
like that just doesn't happen.
Let
and
me
it
ask you a
happens
question,
lot.
Melly. Why is it important for a man to be a virgin if women don't value men virginity?
If
Sorry,
women
let
don't,
me reframe that. Why is it important for a man to be a virgin when women flock to men that have 50 bodies, 100 bodies? Why
at
is it
one
important?
point in history, they did teach children while they were in school to practice abstinence and wait for marriage.
Well,
Children, women, kids, girls. They didn't teach the boys this. They was teaching the boys how to hunt and shit, my nigga. Who trained her?
I think that
like every time I talk about training, who trained her? Cause she ain't making no sense.
the problem with your argument, Fatty, is that you saying that if women do this, I think that, and this is something that I know that most people are going to disagree with me about.
What?
You need to find the person, not all of the people, that is supposed to be your person that you're supposed to be with. The reason why being
You don't, bro. Listen, you watching my video right now. You do not need to find a woman for you, bro. You don't. If it's a woman that's supposed to be yours, my nigga, she gonna make herself available to you and only you. If that never happens, my guy, don't worry about these females, fam. You could find one. You could be 80 years old and still find a fresh white bit. Literally, you could be 60, 70 and find you a little right bit. It don't matter, bro. Do not listen to Anton, what he's saying right now. It don't matter of you having to find a woman. Him actually being married right now is actually affecting him more than what he want to show. And this is why Anton is not actually, that's why he always bring up marriage, because he married, so he has to back it. But in reality, if a man really asks Anton Daniels, do he really want to be married for real? Deep down. Then we don't even know what's happening at his house though. But deep down, that nigga want other females. He do. I don't care. He do.
Filter people out. It's supposed to filter out all of the people that you're not supposed to be with. And you're supposed to find, especially for women, you're supposed to find a person that is best for you. You're not supposed to find a whole lot of people that like you.
For women,
you're supposed to be
I agree.
getting rid of all of the people that's not supposed to be in your circle. So if you say because women like this, I don't really care about what a whole lot of hoes like. I only, if you're looking for marriage, I care about the person that's going to be the best mother to my son.
Oh,
or the
absolutely.
best mother to my daughter. So
yeah,
but even the good girls like the guys that get all the women. This is what I'm talking about. Why would I become
like
something?
literally, like his wife right now, go for Drake, go for, you know, she definitely interested in the same guys that Anton Daniels try to say they not interested in. His wife, for sure, is definitely interested in them guys too. Like, stop it.
That you despise. Why would I become?
I don't think y'all really know no good girls.
No. Plead the fifth. But why would I become virgin or celibate when you literally clown us for being virgin? That's the first thing you actually say. Like Ava did that.
That's facts
to
though.
me. The first time she got mad at me, where is your woman? No. Why would I become a virgin so I can come on Anton Daniels and
you can't become a virgin?
Huh?
You know what he meant.
You can't become a virgin from not being.
Anton Daniels is being very, very, very small.
Remain a virgin. Like a woman will use that against you and insult you. Virginity is something that we should value on woman, not something
the same reason why we shouldn't care if people call us lames. Because because lames are the winners at the end of the day. I don't care if somebody calls me a lame. I don't even try to dispute them. I'm cool with that. That just tells me who you are, not who I am. I'm not. I don't care. I don't give a fuck what people call me. If I cared, then I wouldn't have never endorsed Trump with the majority of black people going against me and calling me out of my name. I'm not tripping off of what nobody else think. The only thing I care about is what's best for me.
But
That's valid.
there's a double standard too. If you like the lame is like fun. If you call a man fun, oh he's fun. If you call a woman fun, oh she's fun.
Wait, the lame is what?
Like the word usage, like we have double standards when it comes to two things that might look the same and sound the same.
A lame is supposed to be the uncool dude that ain't nobody fucking with, and he, you know what I'm saying? He not out in the streets.
But that's what I'm talking about. If you actually put it on a man connotation, it will be look as bad. If I say my woman is lame and boring, all she does is stay at home and what, like you are saying, oh, there's actually something I like because she's boring. She's lame. She's not out there.
No, I don't think it don't apply to women.
You don't think so?
Absolutely not.
So it's the double standard.
It is a double standard.
Yes.
Most things between men and women are double standard. I think it applies to men. It doesn't apply to women.
Yes.
Men want women that are lame. Maybe not to trick off on, but they want women as wives that are lame. When a man is labeled as a lame from women or from other men, it's not looked at the same way at all.
But that's the point. Men are not trying to change double standards. If you call a man boring and call a woman boring, you know this different connotations, and we're okay with that. As soon as you say virgin, what about man? What about
You see how Anton, I don't want to say this because I fuck with Anton, but you see how Anton moved the goalpost? At first they was talking about virginity and shit. He switched it to land.
about man?
No,
Discipline. Yes. I don't know.
I don't think chaste women are making fun of the men that are chaste.
Most women are not chaste, so there's the point. If you are the average age of marriage in the West is 29, you're probably going to marry a hoe. That's literally what it is.
Can I ask a question? If men have to stay virgins, who are the men having sex with? Like, if men have to have bodies in order to say, for their manhood, where are they're screwing the women? So how do you have the virgins?
Prostitutes.
Because Nick Cannon.
So they all have to have sex with the same
Because
women.
Nick Cannon and Cam Newton and all these men that you guys like, you can't
use
all the other men are not getting played.
Most women don't.
Facts. Most men are virgins. Most women are not. That's known facts, known stats. Look it up. The reason why is because if you are average and below men, the amount of access to pussy you have is way lower than the above average man. We know this as men. We know this. Whereas as a woman, even the fat bitch is getting hit. Even the fat and ugly, stanky bitch is getting hit. Even them. Cause a nigga gonna hit it don't matter. If I'm an average dude, I ain't never had no pussy, but this fat ugly bitch right here, I ain't really fucking with her, but it's pussy, and I could lose my virginity right now, he gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it. But a dude who, you know what I'm saying, he will do it. He will swim in that motherfucker and be perfectly fine. But average woman, none of these, even her. To me, she the ugliest on the panel. Even she got options in men. Like this, niggas. I know it's niggas rushing my feed right now that'll run through her, literally. So it's like, gotta understand it's different. Men is different between men and women. Just like Fatty said, it's always gonna be different because we built different. We look at the world different. You know?
You can't use them as examples because most women will never have access to a Nick Cannon or a Cam Newton.
But that's still how they feel, though, bro. They still feel that way, though.
They use regular, everyday people. You got to speak to the majority, not the minority.
The majority want to fuck niggas like Nick Cannon jerk. They want niggas like that. Don't count, bro. Just like the majority of men, we want a bad bitch, bro.
You can look at it.
That's just how it is.
Most of these women will never ever be in the same room as a Nick Cannon or Cam Newton. That's just the facts. And if they are, it's not like you're gonna look at them.
They are just the crystallization of something I can show to a woman. Locally is the guy on the football team, the 6'4" dude, the guy that gets all the women.
We talking about hold on. We talking about grown people, not high school kids.
No, Anton.
I think what he's trying to say is that
Anton Daniels being funny right now. He doing this shit on purpose.
Just like they have something that attracts women, something on the streets attracts women too, and that's just being tall with a big dick and
No. So, I'm not disagreeing with his sentiment. I would like for him to use a different example than a Cam Newton
Yes,
or
they,
Nick
but
Cannon
they are
is
just
what I'm saying.
they
Just
are
say
just a
high
name that
value man,
everybody
bro.
He
can
Fuck
said
it.
it, Pookie.
Anton Daniels, he just say fatty. Next time, bro, just say high value man, bro. Because everybody relates to that. Just like how you be saying Pookie, everybody relate to that. Say high value man. That'll put it in an aspect for Anton Daniels where he can't disagree with it at all because everybody understand and know what a high value man is.
Yes,
Jesus Christ.
it's not even.
I don't know what that is, but okay, I got you.
Anton, come on, man.
I don't know how y'all define it. Y'all
gotta
all
get
got a different definition of different things depending on how you're trying to substantiate your argument. Some people look at a Pookie, like for example, some people would say, I heard Tasha K the other day refer to Cam Newton as a Pookie or Nick Cannon as a Pookie.
Yes.
But those guys just so happen to have a lot of resources. Do we also equate a person that don't have resources but getting a lot of boxes a Pookie?
So the same way we call
Yes.
woman hoes, and
Right.
there's some wo-
But
okay,
some
Anton.
people don't say that. Some people
No, but
don't
that's fair.
refer to a dude that get a lot of a dude that got a lot of money but is getting a lot of box. They don't refer to him as a Pookie. They refer to him as a high value man.
So, but there's the
But
thing.
they would
the thing-
never refer to a dude that get a lot of box that don't have a lot of resources as a high value man. They just refer to them as a Pookie.
Only one thing
They both Pookies.
share. The one thing that they share that they have in common is their ability to pull women. So it doesn't
I
matter
agree.
if you pull the
I
women.
agree.
with
But
the knowledge or-
okay. But what I'm asking is, according to what y'all are saying, do we equate a Pookie to a person that just get a lot of box, or do they have to have resources or not resources? Does that factor into it also? Is what I'm saying.
it's a behavior, a mentality.
I think it's a mentality.
The same way you have women that are not full-blown whores, but they display whorish behavior. You have men that are not full-blown Pookies, but display Pookie behavior. Those two might not be full-blown Pookies, but they display Pookie
What he
behavior.
not getting, fool? Bro, I look. Not Anti-Daniel tripping this one, fool. What he not getting? What he don't understand? Pookies, I don't go by this shit, but this is what it is, fool. Pookies are niggas who fuck a lot of hoes and don't give a fuck about them. Simple. It's a nigga who can fuck all the hoes and don't care about them. Most high value men just so happen to be Pookies because we can fuck any hoe we want, but we don't want to wife them. So in that instance, most of us men would be considered Pookies, even if we got money. It is what it is. But, you know, at the end of the day, that don't mean a bitch ain't gonna want a nigga. But these hoes be backwards. These hoes be backwards. Don't even know what the fuck going on. This how you know. Because these females is on a podcast talking about men. That's like me, Anton Daniels, Fatty, Ali, getting on a podcast to talk about women and women issues. Just couldn't be me, fool. Just couldn't be me. But, you know, that's what's going on. Liz don't be saying shit. She just be looking, fool. I want to know her backstory. So if anybody got a vid from Anton Daniels or any vid, period, with Liz talking about who she is as a person and shit, put me on that video because I need to see it. You feel me? I need to see it. Regardless, though, if you're still here right now, I know you fuck with the vid, so be sure to click either 3 vids that's on the screen right now. It's recommended for you, so you got to click one. Subscribe before you click off, though. Instagram, Twitter, Twitch at the top. Twitch every night. Instagram, follow me and chop it up with me if you want to chop it up. You got to be following me, though. If you're not following me, I'm not going to text you back. I'm not going to see your message. So, anyways, though, it's been your boy, Vid Reacts. Appreciate you for tuning in. Stay up and be blessed. Peace. Have a good one, dog.